If you find that weighing yourself daily is not great for the old mental health, then let me show you how to track your progress without needing to weigh yourself every single day. But first, let me explain what not to do. Switching from daily to weekly weigh-ins might seem like a good idea, but it's actually a mistake. Your weight fluctuates quite a lot day to day due to things like water, glycogen, and gut contents. Weighing yourself daily helps to average out those changes, but if you only weigh yourself once a week, you might catch yourself on a high day or a low day and get an unrealistic view of your progress. You might think you're gaining weight when actually you're losing fat. If you don't want to weigh yourself daily, 3 days a week is enough to still get a decent average, but if weighing yourself any amount feels stressful, here are 3 non-scale alternatives. First, track your training performance. I used to lift without really tracking my progress, and it wasn't until I started using an app that I could see how much stronger I was getting. Watching those numbers go up is a huge motivator. It works for cardio as well. You could track your 5K time, 100-meter sprint time, heart rate, or even compare training or competition footage. If you today would beat past you, then you're improving. Second, take waist measurements. If you only track one thing, make it your waist at the belly button level. A few years ago, I had a client who wasn't losing weight, but had recently started lifting weights and taking creatine for the first time. This was a classic scenario where we could reasonably expect body recomposition to occur, which is when you lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. He'd been logging his weight, but hadn't entered his waist measurement, so I recommended that he buy a tape measure and start entering his waist measurement each week, as it would give us another layer through which to assess his progress. Lo and behold, although his weight was stable, his waist measurements were dropping. He was losing fat and gaining muscle at the same time. Without this measurement to reassure him that we were on track, he could easily have lost motivation and given up, as many people do. So if your weight is stable but your waist measurements are dropping, you're losing fat and likely gaining muscle at the same time. Third and finally, use a habit tracker. It's a simple way to visually track your consistency, whether you want to track number of workouts, steps, nutrition targets or habits. Seeing a streak build up could be really motivating. I used this to track my training sessions last year, and it was really motivating to look back on the streaks or lack thereof and compare month to month how many training sessions I was completing. So there you go, 3 ways to track your progress without needing the scale. DM me the word quiz, and I'll send you a free personalized diet report and clear steps to improve your diet for better results.